Listed the chassis, engine number and the first owner. And the coach builder. That's very interesting.
It looks authentic enough. Even if it isn't, WO would be very proud, I'm sure. How about right here?
Aha, there you go. Try that. NX3458.
Right here.
Yeah, this is it.
That's it. That's May 29, coupe. Victor
29,
Broom
that's
is the coach builder.
Never heard of him.
Did you know that? And
Oh, we knew
Sanderson
that.
Did you?
Of course.
Brum brum.
This is engine number 3458, which was originally in this one, the NX3458 was originally.
Fingers Phil, with the navigator from a rival car, catches a tour of Lahore's Badashi Mosque. It can hold 50,000 people.
The courtyard of the mosque is the biggest in the world, in any mosque in the world. This is historical mosque, otherwise this is second biggest in Pakistan. The biggest mosque is in Islamabad, Shah Faisal Mosque, but that's not historical.
At the start this morning, the Chelsea girls have a local admirer.
This gentleman on the moped coming along this way took us shopping last night for more shalwar kameez, and he's now doing motorcycle trick. Oh good, he's coming back with his trick any minute. I can hardly wait. Last night he made his reputation on showing us around the town, and he introduced us to his brothers, his cousins, his uncles, his friends of his brothers, his uncles, and his friends of his friends. And finally, we managed to get a shalwar kameez each by about midnight and fell back into the hotel. Oh yes, here we go. Just what you always wanted to see.
No one's molesting Shell Jessen, our Danish mock-English gentleman. His solar topi wards off the frightful heat, his pop gun keeps tigers at bay, and he heads resolutely west.
And we're on the road again. Got 3 days to get across Pakistan, and we did India in just 3 days as well. So an in-depth study of socio-economic and cultural trends in foreign lands, this trip certainly is not. I sometimes think we've climbed aboard a ship of fools. We're all on a lunatic voyage. At the same time, the determination of some of these people, many of them not young, to keep their cars going wherever and however they break down is very impressive. It's turned the whole thing into quite a test of endurance, of guts in fact.
Here's the yellow Citroen. Under the green umbrella, the navigator is sheltering while her husband tries to get their car onto a truck. Anton de Steg hit a pothole.
My front axle is broken. And the front axle is connected to the front disc, and on that bloody bump, my front disc hit the ground.
His wife, Wilhelmina, keeps up her hopes.
Maybe there come some spare parts tomorrow to Karachi and then to Quetta. Impossible, we can repair it.
What would you rather?
What
Do you
is-
wish he carries on, or would you rather go home?
I don't understand. What?
Would you rather go home?
Yes.
Do you want to get to Paris, or would you like to finish now and go home?
Oh, of course to Paris, but then it is possible. I don't know.
She may be facing days of living with any local people who'll take them in, or camping in the stricken car, or living on board any truck that'll welcome two infidel foreigners into its mysterious depths. The immediate task for the Dutch couple is to shove the Citroen up onto a truck that's agreed to take it to somewhere that might have some sort of garage.
Have you done a deal with these guys?
Yes,
How much and who explained what?
2,000 rupees. I hope
To get you to where? Quetta?
to Lorelei first. But we will see what's happening.
This Buick's had troubles too. Cars break down and the crews camp by them and hammer out replacement parts from scrap metal. Quit is a word they don't understand. The only way to get the Dutch couple's Citroën onto the truck is to push it with our Land Rover. The side of the Citroën is crumpled now against the inside of the truck, but it's a case of no turning back. And it's goodbye, and we hope you make it somehow. This yellow Citroën, also Dutch-driven, is doing well. Flimsy though it looks, it's running second overall. Fingers Phil and John from the Jeep went to the local governor's residence yesterday. The British Queen is coming to Pakistan and the residence is being got ready for the royal visit.
We saw them painting it ready for Queenie's visit in about 10 days.
Yeah, I told the governor at what we call that Rolls-Royce Phantom 5.
Yeah.
I said it used to be, you know, that it was used in Australia to ferry the Queen about on her visit in the 60s.
Yes.
And I said the rally crews call it Lizzie's taxi.
Yeah.
And he laughed and then sort of said, oh, I don't think I'd better mention that to her.
What's the name of the driver in the 43?
Johan.
Johan. I was chatting to him last night in the reception, and one of the Pakistani guys came up and was really chatty. We were all sorts of things we discussed. And Johan was trying to be very complimentary, and he said, since we've come into Pakistan, the reception has been really hostile. And the guy went blank. And then he said it again, it's been very hostile, so I think he owes us a couple of minutes because I bailed him out and said the words hospitable. Oh!
Hospitable!
Oh, hospitable!
The same with a Pakistani.
Yeah.
In 5 minutes, he asks the all-important for him question on what the comparison between Pakistan and India.
Yeah.
He's expecting you to be complimentary to his country and run India down. I mean, they just don't like them, the Indians, do they?
No, they don't. No. And on the tour, as we're going through, there's this airplane which is mounted on a great big pedestal on the main street.
Oh, yeah.
And this plane shot down 7 Indian planes in 2 minutes, 17 seconds.
That's going some. When you haven't seen how the Indians drive, I believe it.
Felt very perky this morning, but yes, it is very hot, and I never believed you could lose so much salt in half an hour. This is the most extraordinary road surface. Every now and again it's marvellous, you roar along at 120k, and then all of a sudden you have some soppy great dips like this. And you have to slam the brakes on. I hate these trucks. I think they're huge, evil looking, they're wicked monstrosities, and as if they have a life of their own. And here's another one coming at us. Anyway, it's been like this through almost every village, really. If it's not a truck, it's a donkey cart, which is more necessary to avoid. Oops, there goes another one.
At this drink stop, the word is that the Ford Cortina is leading overall with no time penalties, and Johan in the little Citroën is not far behind.
We are the second place in overall class, so we're very surprised by that, because we never drove in a rally or did some motorsport before, and we have just little 2CV to run with, but
So
it's a nice surprise.
Why are you doing so well?
I don't know. I'm just riding like I'm doing at home, and there are a lot of friends who have a lot of comments on that, on my style of driving. But yeah, it's fantastic here in these circumstances.
Behind the Citroën comes Fingers Phil.
I'm happy with third. Quite happy. It just keeps the pressure on the 2 guys in front to fall off. And as long as they fall off before Reims, and I don't, it's fine.
Yeah. John?
Whereas running number 1,
we're the ones that are up.
You're looking over your shoulder all the time. It's a lot of pressure.
Can you remember what country we're in today?
Pakistan, right?
Remember what day it is?
Yeah, Sunday. It's Sunday in Pakistan, and it's the 27th, I think.
They've been flashing by a bit, haven't they?
Oh yeah. Oh man. It's we're kind of adjusting now. I kind of getting where I can kind of tell what day of the week it is, and you know, and everything. So it's we finally getting a little adjusted.
Do you think we're able to learn anything about these countries that we're flashing through?
Well, there's a variety of, you know, you can kind of tell from the way that people drive in the traffic and the variety of the vehicles, you can kind of tell, you know, a little bit about the country. But, you know, I don't know, as far as learning anything, I don't know if I'm learning very much.
There's a chance to race Rosie and Phil's Volvo against one of the others.
Bit of a race here. We seem to have got a new road each. So we're just letting Dan and John show us what they've got. Not as much as us. Look at this. No trouble. Bye, boys. See you at Multan.
First into the town of Multan, one of the Iranian Hillman hunters that are still being mass-produced there and called Pekans. Multan is the oldest city on the Indian subcontinent. Phil Bowen and Rosie get into it.
I love it. It feels much less, how can I put it, threatening than India. Everybody smiles and says hello.
At the hotel, there's the usual welcome. If a crowd of Pakistanis drove through England, would we greet them with Morris dancers? And what is this dance all about? Passion, war, love, horror, delight? One thing's for sure, it's not insipid.
Good morning, having a mildly, completely barking mad drive out of ruddy Multan. Rather a groovy mosque. Mrs. Francesca and her little number this morning. We bought some more last night, but they're all a bit hit and miss really. I'm not showing you mine, it looks like a grey dish rag.
Mine's a Whitechapel special. From London.
We've just started to see ladies who are totally covered up. Oh God, a dog.
Mr. Christensen is completely wild.
And Lord above.
We're being sucked through on his exhaust fume with the Triumph behind us whiplashing along in the rear. So anybody who's on a bicycle has got 3 hits before they're safe.
Slow down, birds. Thank you. Thank God for policemen is all I'm saying yet again.
The river Indus will be the last river before we enter a dry region that includes Baluchistan and the frontier town of Quetta and on into Iran. The Ford Coupe from Alabama's doing well, so's the Jeep, and so's Prince Idris Shah of Malaysia's 1932 Ford, which looks as though it's carrying Bonnie and Clyde to rob some bank in the desert. Everyone's doing well, and that won't do. The clerk of the course wants a clear leader. He's going to set a high average speed to push drivers to the limit.
The difficulty that the guys have is this section, if I've got it right, is theoretically impossible to do in the time they've got. So when they get to the control at the end, you're going to see some competitors running like hell to get the minute that's on the clock.
They'll have to drive like hell too. They have to get up a mountain at an average speed of 50 miles an hour. Impossible unless your car can fly. So everyone will get time penalties, but the faster you go, the fewer penalties. The rally director is at the top, and we're told he's got the road closed, so we don't have to fear any traffic coming the other way. That was not supposed to be there. Here come the twin Fords from Alabama. Is the road ahead cleared for us, or isn't it?
Oh, grapes. Oh, that's what we really need. Thank you. Look at that. Squashes us off the road and gives us grapes. Put them there.
Johan's trying to hold on to second place when he finds there are trucks going up as well as down. He got scraped and lost a bit of bodywork there. the little Bugatti driven and loved by Walter Rotlauf, and the MGY, the model I used to drive in English country lanes. There's the American Bill Binney's Bentley. An early Land Rover, and that's the Danish-driven Bentley on the edge. Shell Jessen with his son ready to rush to the time control. He's driven many races, and this one was Bentley heaven.
That's what the car's built for?
Absolutely. Fantastic. This is Mila, and this is the Stelvio Pass in Pakistan. And it reminds me of the Kuiper Pass, which we are not allowed to go into. It's full of mines, but it's the same thing. Very, very perfect.
The Bentley really liked it?
Yes, he didn't like the trucks coming down there.
No, that was a good one. That was excellent. We needed more rough patches and we could have got ahead a bit more. Nice hairpin bends, that was. Really great. Enjoyed that.
The Austrian couple in the Rolls-Royce are late here, as everyone must be. They want to get their card into the marshals so it's stamped no later than they can help, and then rush off to the next destination and try to avoid more time penalties.
We have, this is, you must now stay here for 45 minutes. Okay.
Why?
I'll tell you in a minute. Can you just sign under 28?
We will explain.
28.
Why I must stay there
Sorry.
45
Sorry, just
minutes?
in a minute.
Because we have been held up here trying to close the road for you. I don't understand you. My language is German.
There's exhilaration and confusion.
That's the craziest thing I've ever done. And they canceled it after we got up here and done all that and beat the cars up. You know, and took a risk of running off the mountain, and they canceled the thing.
Did you enjoy the climb?
It was pretty good, but all those moving chicanes were kind of hard. Those trucks and buses and cars. It's, you know, it's go around a blind turn. There's a big truck. You have to back up, let him go ahead, then to get around. It takes a lot of time, and you know, really dangerous. It was real dangerous.
It's a cock-up. The faster cars are still at the bottom of the mountain.
Are they at a police station?
They're at a military post. Yes, a military post.
Philip, what's going on?
Well, we've had a lot of problems trying to shut the road, but the road is now closed and test and run. But it's just a communications problem. So we've got to get a message to the bottom of the road, and it's 50k away. The other half of the rally are being held at the bottom, waiting to be told that the road is shut. And the road couldn't be more shut now. The road is virtually blocked.
In the chaos, I go to check up on the battered antique Bugatti.
We've come something like 4,000 miles now, many of them pretty rough. How are you feeling about you and the Bugatti these days?
Much better than in Kathmandu because we could fix our problems. It's not running 100.
I really mean your relationship with this car. I mean, does this car have a soul? Is it a human being to you? What is it?
Yeah, something. I think before the journey I said everything was very expensive. Perhaps we have to sell the car afterwards. But I think if he brings us now to Paris, it will have a place forever. And yeah, we give her some gentle touch sometime to keep on going, just in such rough sections.
Do you admire the car?
Yeah, of course. Because of its beauty, because of its, yeah, we can rely on it, and normally it's a very nice car. We get it that shape again, that's no problem. Yeah.
That they have already started.
They've started?
They've started.
So everything's running now?
Yeah, they've said about 36 cars have gone through.
Good. So the police have got the message to the bottom of the mountain?
They've got the message that they start the rally. Don't stop anyone, let them go.
Okay.
You're official.
Well done. Thank you. We get there in the end.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Any minute now, the faster cars will make their dash up the mountain.